figs, when they're in season, they're the most delicious addition to salads, desserts, and also tarts. And that's exactly what I'm going to be making. I'm going to be making a ricotta tart with figs, prosciutto, and burrata. This is such a standout dish. If you want to impress your friends, then this is what you can make them. And it's actually really easy. In a bowl, I'll add some walnuts. Walnuts and figs, best friends. So in with some walnuts, I've just roughly chopped them. To that, some thyme, just some sprigs of thyme and a good hit of that. Okay. Some pecorino, you could also use some Parmesan cheese. And then 1 egg, crack that in, it's going to bind everything together. And the ricotta. Now you want drained full fat ricotta just like this. You want the best quality ricotta. It really does make a difference because this is creamy and fluffy. I would ideally stay away from the wetter ricottas. This one is what you want, particularly when it comes just like this in a strainer. You can see how firm it is. That's what we're after. So we want about 250. And you can see I've got quite a lot left, but I love my ricotta and there's so many things you can do with it. It makes a great filling for cannoli, so just whipped up with some icing sugar, or you could even make a pasta sauce with it. There's so many different things you can do with it. So I'm gonna grab a wooden spoon and just start incorporating all of these ingredients together. We're going to whip it until it's quite fluffy. One thing I haven't added is some salt. So a pinch of salt, and while we're at it, some pepper. Okay, so let's give that a really good mix. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Smells so good with those walnuts and the thyme. Let's place that to the side while we get onto the puff pastry. You want to try and get some good quality puff pastry, an all butter puff pastry. You can see it's a rectangular shape, which is perfect for this tart. Take that out of the pack, flip it onto a tray, makes it much easier to transfer to a board later on. We'll peel that off and grab a large knife. So we just want about 2 centimetres. We're going to roughly indent it. Really being careful not to go all the way through it because it'll cut it. So we're just lightly around the border, 2 centimetres. You don't need to measure it. Just use the line of your knife just to get in the right spot. And a trick to ensure that it doesn't puff up too much as it cooks in the centre, just a fork and just pierce that all over. Great. Okay, we'll grab our ricotta filling and we're just going to pop that in the centre of our puff pastry. And I'll grab a spoon and I'm just going to press that in, keeping inside that 2 centimetre border. Then it goes into the oven, hot oven, 190 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Tart has come out of the oven, golden on the outside. I did check on the bottom. You really want it to be crispy on the base. I've allowed it to cool slightly. Just watch how pretty this is going to become with 3 extra ingredients. So I've got some prosciutto and we're going to drape the prosciutto all over it. So we're just going to take some long pieces and just drape it over the top like that. Make it look quite fluffy. And a little prosciutto goes a long way, particularly when you're fluffing it up like this. So we've got about 5 or 6 slices. And I like to keep the fat on it because the fat is a flavour. Last little piece here. Okay, and we're going to fill all of these gaps up with some figs. These figs are stunning. I just love them as is, but they're just delicious with the ricotta and the salty prosciutto. So we're going to cut them in half, have a look at them like that. In actual fact, I might even leave them in halves. I'm just going to pop them on top. If you like, you can quarter them and just fill up the gaps and be generous with them. Now, these are usually available around late summer, early autumn. So if you can't find figs, you can still do this recipe. And I do this also with pears. Bourbosque pears, so those brown pears, work a treat. In fact, any type of pear would be lovely. You could also do tomatoes. So there's many different options. Last one there. And the pièce de résistance, these baby burrata. So they're mozzarella that are filled with stracciatella. So they are so creamy. Drain them off and we're just gonna pop them in and around. I've just got 3 of them, which is plenty for this. All of that stracciatella is going to really flavour our gorgeous tart. Okay, to finish it off, some thyme, just a few extra little sprigs, a little sprinkle here and there. Oh, freshly cracked pepper. And I like just a small drizzle of extra virgin olive oil just to tie the whole lot. One thing I should have done though is popped it on my board before I started to dress it. I got way too excited. But lucky for baking paper, this is just going to carefully glide off. There we go. And one extra little touch, totally optional, some balsamic glaze. I just think it looks quite dramatic, just squeezed over the top. Not too much, I don't want to overpower. And then before you serve this, grab a knife and then cut into these beautiful burratas. Oh, look at that stracciatella, just everywhere. It starts to get a little bit messy. And break this one open too. That is just delicious. Every mouthful will be a mouthful of happiness. Salty prosciutto, sweet figs, and creamy baby burratas.